If all has gone well, we should be live. Welcome back. This is the third of many streams to come. Today I'm going to be using my Sennheiser 6XX from Massdrop, if that matters to anyone. And I'll unmute that. Currently this is Dove's Kingdom of Rust. Artist of the day, that corner, is Isaac Muir. He's someone I know personally. He's a phenomenal artist. Go check him out if you get some time. Link in description. That's above on YouTube, on Facebook. I'll put it somewhere else. Today I'm making a lot. It's about 6.2 meters worth of cable. So I've got multiple strands hanging off of my microphone stand right here. And it's going to be in 2 strands of this white diamond, 1 burgundy and 1 blue. It'll look quite nice. This is for Graham, who I hope you're here. Hello from Singapore. Hi Slim River. And I think this is 2 meter bit. Might as well get started. This is going to take forever. I'm expecting the stream to be at least 4 hours. But who knows? It might be quicker. It might be. Oh no. Whoops. That got tanglier than expected. This is fine. This is fine. Don't worry about it. We'll do the blues for signal and these for ground. So I'll do 1 of each. If anyone has any music suggestions, feel free. I was listening to Johnny Marr before the stream started, and this is just what Spotify put on afterwards automatically. Hopefully the levels are a little bit better than last time, which are a little bit better than last time. Hopefully it's all getting progressively better as a stream. Oh, before I forget, this one? Yeah, I got other social medias. Feel free to check them out. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. If you're on any of the others, you won't get this video. It's only on Facebook and YouTube. I'll hide them now. Just a thought. Like, you can get hold of me on almost any social media platform, within reason. There are others that I have, mostly just to claim the name. Not necessarily that I'm going to use them for anything, yet. I got scissors this time, little snip. I think, yeah, that's fine. Is Facebook being silly again? I don't know. God, it's the worst thing about removing the guts from 2 meters of paracord is it's a pain. Sometimes literally, because of the way that I wrap the inner around my fingers while I'm stripping it. Oh no, don't drop it. But mostly just metaphorically. We'll throw that bit away. We don't need that bit. We do need this bit though. Which I will... doing this to try and make it go through the sleeving a little bit nicer. Whether that works, we'll find out. Yeah, it seems to have done something. Have fun. Thank you, Daisy. Have fun watching Zootropolis. Or whatever they renamed it to. What was the... we were talking about it like half an hour ago. I've already forgotten. Zootopia. That's the one. Zootopia. I can't remember why they changed the name of that film. But they did. I think they changed it in Asian markets for some reason. I don't know why. Zootopia, yeah. Not sure why. This is gonna be a while. I am planning on doing a podcast at some point that's just like back to basics and rambles about audio from... You thought it was American? It might well be. Zootropolis, Zootopia might be an American thing. But I'm going to be doing a podcast mini-series. Just kind of goes over different connector types, different conductors, all the kinds of things that you learn about as a result of making cables. And I mean, I think it's interesting. I don't know if anyone else will. Oh, yeah, there was another film called Zootopia, I think. That might have been it. Martin says, in the UK we decided to change the US title Zootopia to Zootropolis and merely allow the film to have a unique title that works for the UK audiences. Yeah. It's one of those... It's a neat little thing. I mean, pointless, but neat. It's been really nice weather today. By really nice, I mean it's been a little bit overcast and rainy, but it's not been too cold. So, listening to music and just looking out the window has been the time. If Michael is watching this, it's Michael's birthday today, so happy birthday, Michael. It's going to be forever memorialized in a video that exactly 12 people will watch. You do have a present here. I don't know if you're going to retrieve it, but you're going to get it at some point. I'll tape it to a brick and throw it if I have to. If you're in the comments, say happy birthday to Michael. It would mean a lot to me. Michael will probably be creeped out, which is always worth it. So myself, Daisy, and a couple other friends went off to a small pub up at a place called Ham Hill last night, and then drove down to West Bay. West Bay? No. Weymouth. So, seaside town, beachy thing on the south coast of England. It's quite nice. If by quite nice you're okay with horrible beaches and not that much going on. Although we did see sand sculptures of Shrek, and it was the best. It was just these massive, like 8 foot tall, whatever, sand sculptures of Shrek, Fiona, donkey, dragon. I'll try and put some photos in the comments somewhere. I'll link it. No, I don't know why they changed the title of Moana in Italy. But happy birthday, Miguel. Good. Cool boats though. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of boats on the ocean, just like moored. It's not a moor though, but they were kind of just out there because the cruise liners couldn't go anywhere. No one was going on cruises. You know, it's pandemic. It's 2020. It's really eerie to see so many just massive boats. Right, you've said this every time now, Tom. When does Africa by Toto start playing? Africa, Toto. Now. It starts now. Are you happy? Happy B-Day, Michael, from Tom. I'll link this video to Michael when it's up. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, this is Toto. If you don't recognize this song, you're doing it wrong. So I only got these... It's happening. I only got these headphones the other day, like less than a week ago. The only issue I have with them so far is how strongly they clamp, but everything else is just exactly as I expected them. Context, HD6XX. Picked them up off eBay for a reasonable price. Not an insane steal or anything, just like I wanted them, and I just got confirmed that insurance is going to be paying me out for my PC. I was like, I'll just get them. I want them. Got a pair of Sennheiser Momentums shipping out for me next week. Yeah, loud singing of Toto in the background. It's me, says Daisy. That might be a thing. I don't know. It'd also be horribly out of time because this stream is obviously, for me, real life. but for everyone over the internet is probably 4 or 5 seconds out. Cool, well that's the first length of 4 of 5 cables. Time to grab some more lengths. In my head, YouTube link. I don't know what that link is, but I'm scared to click it. Scrubs, JD singing Africa, Toto cover. Perfect. I haven't seen Scrubs in ages. It's such a good show. Daisy and myself watched House a while ago. Very different medical show that's also amazing. If you've not seen it yet, I would recommend watching it. Like, you don't watch it for the doctor stuff though. You watch it for everything else that isn't doctor stuff. You go back to film now. Have fun cable making. Thank you, Daisy. Enjoy Zootopitropolis. Or whatever it is. Snip. I should probably put the link to this stream on Reddit. That would probably be useful for some people, or not. I've been live for like 10 minutes maybe. So while I'm a little bit early into it, I will go and do that, I think. I think that would make sense. I don't know who would come over from Reddit, but hey, someone might be interested. I'm not logged in on Reddit on my desktop, so I'll quickly do that from my phone. Excuse me while you can't see what I'm doing. But hey, it might be worth it. Am I on the right account? I am on the right account. Cool. You will upvote. Cool, it's on r/DIY audio cables. I'm currently braiding about 6 meters of cable on live stream. Come and join me. And then put facebook.com/NLovell/live. Boop. I probably should have put a flare on that. Add post flare. Step-by-step guide, maybe? Show off? None. It's none. It might be a discussion. We don't know. If you go over to... I am both a user and a subreddit, but only because then I didn't want someone else to take my name. But if you go to u/NLovell audio, you'll see my account. And all the fun, boring things I post. Which are, I think, 3 things. Because I don't actually post from that account. I only use it to post about cable stuff, which I haven't posted much on Reddit about. Oh no. Ah, there we go. Some sleeves are just slightly tighter than others, despite all of them being spec'd to 1.9mm. But this silver and black stuff is just a dream to work with so far. This is awesome to see my cables taking shape. Yeah, that's why I do these streams. I mean, otherwise I'd just be doing them anyway. I thought it would be a cool idea and a fairly unique one for people to be able to see exactly how their cables are made, and the fact that they are very much made by hand. There's nothing automated about what I do. I mean, I could, some of it at least, but not all of it. And it's cathartic. Hey, you can hear me through both channels this time. Yeah, I had this button pressed on my interface before. I think. That might have been the issue. So I'm hoping this is still in stereo. It looks like it is. Yeah. I don't know what I had wrong. Oh no, it wasn't that button on my interface. It was, in fact, not that button. Not properties, it's filters? No, I don't know where it was. It was a setting somewhere in OBS that I had to change. Yeah, it was this. So this time it's now in mono. But yeah, I found that setting, fixed it, we're all good. For those that don't know, the first stream that I uploaded, I had it entirely in mono. So everything was only coming through one channel. So that's kind of a bad video. I uploaded it anyway because I couldn't be bothered to fix it. I might go back and retrospectively just copy and paste the audio onto to just clone it across both channels, but that's effort. Especially when it's already been done and it's neither here nor there. It's not that important a video for me or anything, so I don't mind it being bad. It's just a video at the end of the day. It's a shame, but hey, no one's gonna die because of it. I hope. If anyone has any music recommendations or suggestions, drop them in the comments, because I have no idea what Spotify's playing. This is just a playlist based on Africa by Toto, because Tom decided to comment that, so I played it. You're welcome, Tom. Well, not the Genesis is bad. I actually quite enjoyed them. Oh, this is gonna be a long stream. It's like 15 minutes in and only 2 out of the however many strands I've got sleeved. But that's fine. I do have 2 drinks with me. One of them is an energy drink and the other one is an alcohol. One whole alcohol. So I got some Elvis juice from Brewdog, which is a really nice grapefruity kind of thing, an IPA. I do like them. I do like Brewdog. I don't know if Matt's in this stream, but I know he's a fan of that sort of stuff too. Ah, yeah. It's nice when you get a rhythm going, and then you have to do that. And it's like, heck. Oh, so tired. Got so much to do once I've done this cable. I've got another 3.94 meters of cable to sleeve up for another person. Some nice chunky RCA cables that have been they've been very particular about the materials and whatnot being used in them. So yeah, that's fair. Sounds tasty. I wonder if I can get it in the States. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure all of Brewdog stuff is available in America. I could be wrong, so do not quote me on that. But they got a pretty good lineup. And this one, Elvis Juice, is my second, maybe third favorite. They've got one called Duopolis, which is, oh god, it's so creamy. It's so smooth and fruity and citrusy. It's my favorite alcohol of all the alcohols that I've had. I think. I mean, it's definitely top 5, if not my favorite. I'm gonna crack open an energy drink. It's the cheapest one I could find in the UK. It's awful, but it's cheap, and I can get it about I can get it about 40 yards behind me. There's a shop just across the road from me, which is great. Super convenient. That's where a post office is too. Super excited for I got some bits coming in, hopefully next week. I can't quite reach that. Rip. This is why I don't put things on the floor, because I can't reach them from my seat. I could get up, but that's effort. Admittedly, it's more effort to mess around with trying to reach them without getting out of my chair. While you're here, Graham, I will confirm on stream the type of braid you're after, because there's 2 different ways to braid these colours together. I'm hoping you're still here. It'll just be a case of once these two have been sleeved, I will need your opinion on things, and then you can go. Or stay, I don't mind. You're welcome to. But I definitely need... I'll message you if you're not in the stream. I still need to get a plugin. Still here, cool. Yeah, if you're still here, it'll probably take me another 20 minutes or so to get to the point where I actually need input. Just to confirm, because then I can show you the 2 different ways to braid it together. Kid, wheels, chair, please don't do this. I've seen some upgraded wheels for office chairs you can get. They're just like rollerblade skates, and they're so cool. Like proper bearing. They're ridiculous. They're not expensive either, and I'm very tempted to get them for my chair. Not for any the only practical reason is I have long hair, and if you've ever dealt with hair in office chair wheels, you'll know how much of hell it is. So I'm gonna probably get a pair because they're a lot easier to disassemble. They're just a bolt through the bearing, pretty much. I closed all my doors and windows because it's a pain and I regret it because it's way too hot. So I might open my window in a minute and cry because I don't know what people will hear from outside. I don't know what you people will hear from the outside coming in. It's not too loud in this part of town. I just get paranoid about it. So I just try and make things as good as I can. Don't need that bit. Just throw it over the shoulder. It's fine. I'm gonna open my window. Oh, fresh air. Just wondering where I put the blue there for a minute. Blended in with the rest of the blue. I realised why my stream was too dark on the last one, because I've got I got five light sources in this room. There's a lamp on my speaker tower there. There's a lamp on top of my speaker tower there. I've got a USB LED strip firing from here, one on the other side, and then my ceiling light behind me. And last time I forgot to turn on my side lights, which meant that my camera was expecting a lot more light that it wasn't getting. And I know that it's going to be awful for acoustics to have lamps on top of speakers, but I don't have any space in my office. It's not a big room, and my speakers aren't that great to begin with. So whatever, that's why I specialise in headphone audio, because you don't need to worry about room acoustics or anything. It's my favourite thing. And you can do dumb things with headphones that are just easy. Like the LCD2s are just fairly easy to mess around with and mod. Not that I'd recommend doing either of those things. I wouldn't recommend doing most of the things I do. But I am going to be investing in a 3D printer at some point so I can make more accessible mods for people. So I can design a bunch of 3D parts and just sell pre-made mod kits that will require minimal interference with things. Because I'm willing to do stupid things to get things done for myself. The way that I modified my Fostex TH600s was very destructive. To get those connectors, I actually had to cut into the baffle. Which way do I spin these? That way? Oh, I thought it is that way. I had to actually cut into the baffle. So you can, I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit just in there where there's a hole that I've cut through the baffle to put a socket in, which not an advised mod, very non-reversible, but it doesn't seem to have affected the sound. I might measure it at some point. But they're nice headphones. These are Dakoni TH900 pads on that just are the most comfortable thing. Probably not the best for sound, but so comfortable. At some point I'm going to go through and measure how these are against my Denon AH D7000s, because that'd be interesting. And I'm going to retune both of them. I want the Fostex, the Fostex to be absolute ridiculous bass cannons. This would be fun. And the Denon AH D7000s, because they're classy mahogany, I'm going to try and make them a bit more neutral. Just because then they're a little bit different signatures. Going to aim for neutral wide soundstage kind of thing. I think you can retune them to do that sort of thing. Hopefully, we'll find out. Just be a lot of experimenting and tinkering with materials and pads and padding and wadding and all sorts of goodies. Be good fun. That'll be a weekend project probably. Can't imagine it taking like an hour. That'd be kind of disappointing. Because I've got so many things I need to do. After I've done this, I've got a couple more cables to make and then some uni work to crack on with. I'll be doing for the rest of my weekend. What about you? What have all you beautiful people in the comments got going on at the moment? I wonder if anyone's joined from Reddit. That'd be cool. Oh good. Oh no, comments were scrolling still. It's fine. Just over halfway now with this piece of cable. Eating cake. Cool. The best hobby. I wish I was eating cake. No, actually, I do prefer making cables to eating cake. I mean, I prefer doing anything with my hands. I just like making things. I like bringing things into existence. And cables are cool because they don't take 6 years to make. And they're kind of a fairly atomic piece of work, so you spend a couple hours doing it, and it's like, oh cool, that's done. Do it. Crack on with it. And it's like, cool, I made a thing. And you don't touch it again. The best kind of project are ones that don't take 6 months to do. Because I am far too easily distracted. Trying to start losing a little bit of weight. That's always a good thing to start doing. I need to do that too. God, it's so hot. I'm gonna sweat out all of my weight in like 7 minutes. This is the blue cable sleeved. It can be close on how much sleeving I have, because I know that I've got pretty much dead on 6.3 meters of this stuff. But I'm hoping it'll be fine. No, it's close to 6.5 meters actually. I did measure it using my door. Standard UK doors are 2048 millimeters tall, I think. So I'm going with that and hoping that it's right. Three out of 4. Let's go. I love this burgundy colour. I haven't got any use for it in my own colour schemes. Colours are spot on, by the way. Especially love the blue. Yeah, blue is one of my favourite colours. I've got a lot of blue and purple. But this is a really nice shade of blue. It's not ridiculously bright, but it's strongly pigmented. It's nice. I don't know if that's coming across on camera either, but they play off each other really nicely in person, in my opinion. These two specific tones. Stop it. Yeah, I've got a fair few different shades of red that I can get hold of. There's one that is, from what I could tell in photos, a perfect match for the Mr. Speakers, not Mr. Speakers, the Dan Clark Audio Eon 2, because those are red compared to the midnight blue that the original Eons were, which I love that colour. I've got I was going to wear the Eons for this stream, but I didn't, they are the most comfortable headphones ever, and I will fight people over that. But I didn't fancy wearing closed backs for this length of a stream, because my Eons are closed back. Beautiful headphones, though. They were my first foray into high-end audio. I got those, and I went, I need a better DAC amp, and bought a JDS Labs The Element. And this is before the L DAC and L amp released, so it's just the all-in-one unit, which is really great value. I mean, I got mine for £150, which no regrets. It's my everyday amp. I've got no issues with that. It's been my everyday amp for about 2.5 years. Not quite 2.5 years, just over 2. Just a really nice strong mid blue and complements the burgundy very nicely, says Graham. Yeah, exactly. I'm only doing this to try and squish the end down so it doesn't get snagged so much. Whether that works or not is a different story. I'm also gonna trim that because that's a mess and I don't like it. We've got a few different shades of mid blue. There's one that I had that was a little bit lighter than this one, and I was eyeing them up earlier before the stream. I got about the same sort of amount of both of them. I was like, this one was just a little bit nicer when paired with the burgundy in particular. It's the same sort of tone, but this one was just stronger, if that makes any sense. That might not make sense, but hey, I'm not here to make sense, I'm here to make cables. And ramble to people that can't stop me. I was going to ask you if you have something to match the Eon 2. Yeah, I'll forward you that email, or image in particular. I might see if I can just straight up dump that image in the comments right now, actually. Just while I'm on the thought. Come on, Gmail. Yeah, that one will do. It's afternoon, chaps. Hello, Alan. Right, here we go. Copy image. Reply. Document in a different screen. Paste. No, it won't let me paste that there. Will it let me? Where can I dump it? I'll put the image somewhere, just because it's nice. I'll just put it as a post. Heck it, doesn't matter. My page, you can't stop me. Yeah, I'll just put a post up with it. I'm always more than happy to color match cables to your headphones. Check out this fiery red, for example, which is nearly spot on for Dan Clark and there you go. There's a post. So if you want to have a look at the color match for that in particular, there's now a post on the main page. No, I wasn't doing this one, I was doing this one. I'll go and tag you in that on Max just so you can I definitely know you won't miss that. But yeah, I've got a nice shade of gold that nearly, I'm not going to say nearly perfectly, but reasonably matches the HE1K from Hi-Fi Man, HE1000V. What? I think I want to say it was the HE1000V one. My box of sleeves is out of reach. Otherwise, I would have grabbed it and showed you. But that was a nice color. It's there's so many. The supplier I use has literally over 250 unique sleeves, and that includes like these weird patterny ones, which I love. I'm making a nice patterned sleeve cable for John's LCD1s. Check out your typing speed. I type fast. At peak, I can type at just shy of 100 words per minute for like sustained periods, and then if I actually like focus and bash things out, I can get to just over 110. But yeah, I'm mostly average. But minimum 70, average probably about 80. I like typing. I used to write a lot of like short novelty type things for the internet. That was fun. Kind of fell out of love with doing that though, for no real reason. Actually, I just stopped doing it. Also, I just realised that this is a damn good colour match for Elvis Juice. So if anyone wants an Elvis Juice themed cable, I might do that anyway. Black, burgundy, silver. Sounds good. Brewdog sponsor me to make cables. Yeah. I'm going to suggest that idea to Matt, the one that I mentioned earlier in the stream that also likes Brewdog and other bespoke ales. I've got a little bit more left on this red. And then I'll show you the two different ways I can put this together. So I already sent you an image of the style somewhere, I think. I could be wrong. I know I sent you two images of the style. I don't know if I sent you a photo of what your specific colour combination will look like in the end. Oh no, has it snagged right at the end? Just back out just a little bit. Ah, cool. We're fine. All is good. Nearly there. And then we start braiding, which is the interesting bit. And then we repeat this 2 long times and 1 short time. I'm hoping that I can, because you've asked for a couple pigtail adapters. I think that between these 3, there's enough length on the end of each one that I can just make it with that. Hopefully. But I have got length of cable cut off. Cool. I did send samples of the colour combo. I can't remember if I sent samples of the braiding style, so like in context of your colours. But hey, we'll do it live. Which is arguably way cooler. Grab all of these, smash them together. And now I kick away my chair because I hate braiding while standing up. While sitting down even. But I find it easier to sleeve while sat down. And I've got some heat shrink I prepared earlier. I was prepared for this one. Not super critical regarding the exact length of the short adapters. Yeah, I know, you did say in your original message that it didn't matter too much. But I do want to get them, you know, so they're not going to be smashing into things. Good. Hopefully that holds. So I'll do... I don't know what to call this style. Like, I think this is the one you said you didn't want. I'm pretty sure it was, you wanted the other style. So obviously, there's that. Or, mind, I will just quickly braid this onto the end. Or I can do come on. Cables, do the cabling. Let's move my microphone in so I can stand a little bit close to my desk so you can actually see what I'm doing with my hands. That's wrong. So there's the top style, wait, that's the bottom. The bottom style, which is kind of the colours are on a straight line, or the top style that I call candy cane, where you got two distinct pairs that kind of, they look like they're twisted all the way down. You said you wanted the candy cane style, I believe. I need to tinker with the lighting, because now I've moved. I mean, I don't know if it's actually gotten worse, but I feel like it's gotten worse. So I'm going to quickly boost the exposure. Top style candy cane. Yep, I thought so. Just now that's a little bit brighter. Yeah, I do think I prefer candy cane in a lot of cases. But most people seem to prefer the straight line style. But yeah, I just thought I'd confirm that and show you them right next to each other. While I have them here, makes sense. But yeah, it's fine, I'll do it that way. Oh god, this... Long cables are always a hassle. Not for any reason in particular, it's just, I mean, it's this bit where I kind of spew it all out. Oh no, it's getting caught up in my own cable. Still waiting on connectors for my HD 6XX, otherwise I'd already have a custom cable of mine. Both nice, but we'll stick with candy cane. Yeah, no, that's fine. It makes no difference to me. All it means is it changes where I start the four positions. It depends on which side you put your colours as to how the braid comes out. This bit. For my next trick, pull a bird out of a hat. I'd love a bird. Love a pet bird. I'm undecided on what kind. I thought I heard an echo of my own voice, but nope, it was just the music in the background. Braiding cables is fun, and it's not too hard to do once you get the knack of it. There are a few weird nuances to it, but hey, it's fine. Probably the most obnoxious bit for me getting started was finding a reliable supplier with lots of choice and decent prices. I settled on for Paracord at a site called paracord.eu. No, they're really good. Super nice to deal with, an insane selection. So I'll recommend anyone go to them for Paracord sleeving. Audio-Technica MSR7 could be next to our new cable. I have those connectors, I can get them in, and I have headphones to test with. I think my last Audio-Technica connector, because it uses the 2.5mm locking jack, I believe, on the MSR7s. Same thing as the ATH-M 40, 50, 70X, as far as I'm aware. I made a cable for them the other day. You can't unfortunately balance them unless you mod them. I am more than happy to mod them if you want balanced. So I've got a pair here that I have been tinkering with. Like I've got a pair of M50Xs that arrived broken. They were dead cheap, so it's whatever. But I just mostly use them for I'm mostly using them for display actually. They sit on top of a giant Funko Pop toothless dragon from How to Train Your Dragon. Cables. To quote Alex. Yeah, I should be... Do the thing. I should be getting onto yours soon-ish as well. Just waiting on delivery from Paracord people. I spent like 80 quid with them this week. Usually the delivery times are pretty speedy, but it seems to have gone terrible recently. It's just COVID. Screws up everything there. This is going to be a long stream. I'm already at an hour, and I'm not even halfway done. So I'm definitely foreseeing this being a 4-hour stream. And I'm recording the entire thing in 1440p. Rip hard drive space. 2.5 locking into the headphone? Yeah, they're fairly easy to deal with. If you want to drop me a message with your length and whatnot, I can give you a quote this afternoon after I've done this. I've got a few messages that I've not been ignoring, I just haven't been able to reply to them. Been super busy over the past couple of days. Just getting some stuff done, both around the flat, for my day job, for uni. That's why I mostly do this in the evenings and at weekends. It's just a hobby. And yeah, I could spend my time playing video games or whatever, but why do that when I can make cables and ramble to strangers on the internet? Which is the best thing to do. I used to stream a fair bit, building Bionicles. If you remember that series from the 2000s. Lego robot type things. They're all amazing. I love all of them. I have all of them. They're the best. Plot twist, this is a Bionicle stream all along. I've got a couple in my office, not many. Got a good guy that's dressed up as Motaro, which is, I think, my favourite thing for a good guy. Good Guy, for those that are unaware, is an official LEGO set that they released in 2006 that is highly regarded as being the most ridiculous set they published for the entire Bionicle line, and it's the best. I love him. This is a good guy wearing a mask. He is the most gangly, fat, wide, horrible creature, and the entire community loves him to pieces. And he sits on top of my cable organising station thing. Just a piece of wood I nailed into the wall. And I put nails in the wood and I used it to hang bags for headphone cables that are in progress. Your cables are art, and art takes time. Thank you for A, calling my cables art, and B, understanding that doing things takes linear time, that I always forget myself, so my time estimates are garbage still. But, I'm going to be making a database that does all kinds of cool, crazy maths that will allow me to just generate time estimates on its own, so I don't have to think about how long it would take. I'll just go, well, I know I can make this many cables a week on average, and I've got this many in the queue, so I'll add it to the end and do that, so I can get like more realistic quotes, because currently they're just a bit all over the place. And I apologise for that. I'm doing the best I can. I'm still very new to the whole selling online thingy. Not new to making stuff. And making stuff to order is slightly different. Alex, what was that artist you suggested the other day? I want to put them on because I like them. I'm also tempted to change my headphones because my heads are getting really, really hot. I'm probably going to grab a pair of Grados just because they're lighter and more open. Because despite being a fully open headphone, the 6XX get quite warm. Or at least they are immediately now. I love them, but yeah, they're just hot. City Girl, Neon Impasse. Yes, that's the one. City Girl. That was just straight up vibing. That's a beautiful album. Talking of beautiful albums, check out the artist of the day in the bottom left, Isaac Mir. He's on Bandcamp and a few other platforms. I think he's linked in the Bandcamp, so I just linked that one. Go check him out when you have some spare time. Seriously, you won't be disappointed. I'm gonna paste in City Girl because I just fancy it. I'm just in the mood for that very specific album that I heard for the first time the other day. This one's fairly soft. I don't know how well you can even hear that because its levels look a lot lower than even the idle microphone. Ah, no, it's boosted on there. It's fine. We're cool. I love how this one looks. I don't know what the resolution's like on Facebook because A, streaming, B, internet, and C, lighting. But look at this. Look at this beautiful boy. I say this about every cable I make. I might make one for myself. I might do this. Sorry, Graham, but I might have to steal this for my HD 6XX. I got a scheme in mind for my grados. Got a couple of pairs coming. Also got a pair coming in for mod/repair/forwarding. Pair of RS1000s, which are exciting. They're like £1,000 or £800 grados. Beautiful headphones. But driver's gone. It's getting customers sending it to get replaced officially through the Grado UK people, but it doesn't live in the UK. So I'm kind of in betweening it for reasons that involve it's cheaper. And hey, I'm willing to then do a removable cable mod on them, and after that, Bob's your uncle. All's good. And then I keep hold of them for 2 weeks while I listen to them. I've already told him that was part of my terms. It was, yeah, I'm charging X amount on the condition that you let me hold on to them for 2 weeks. So yeah, that's fine. Just be careful with them. I was like, yeah, no, I will be. I'm fairly careful with all my headphones. I don't understand people that damage headphones. Please steal away. I'm glad you think it's beautiful though, Graham. Hopefully it'll be even more impressive in person. You should have it by Tuesday, I expect, because I'm gonna get it all done today. Though after I've braided it all, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go make dinner. Or something. I don't know. Might get takeaway. If anyone ever wants to see any demo braids, I've got a bucket of them because I think they're super cool. I keep every demo braid that I make for people. Just yell at me. Like, hey, I want to see green, pink, and I don't know, orange. So, oh, that's a horrible combination. Let's do it. Doesn't matter. If I've got it in stock, I'm willing to make a demo braid out of it. Because it's always good to be able to show people what I can do, what colours are available, and that the selection of colours is absolutely ludicrous. Like, if you can, and there's loads of patterned ones too. And I'll be putting up a post about patterned stuff soon. Just like, hey, friendly reminder, we don't just do like flat colour. You can get all of these in like various colours, and it's horrible. There's too many. Please help me. Buy cables. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has noticed. I have changed the name of the page from NLovell Audio Cables to just NLovell Audio in disgusting capital letters. I don't like capital letters, so it's going to be changed again. But Facebook won't let me change it from NLovell Audio to just NLovell Audio Cables. Won't let me change it from NLovell Audio Cables to NLovell Audio, all in lowercase. It's enforcing the fact that I put it into sentence case first, and then after that, I'm allowed to put it into lowercase. So for a week it'll be in uppercase, and I don't like it. It's not for any real professionally reason, because I know that having it sentence case is better. like from a maybe from a branding standpoint. From like if people are referencing it, you know, in sentences, then it's kind of having it all lowercase makes it seem like it's not a proper noun, but it is. But I don't like it. I don't like the way that it looks uppercase, despite my logo being capital N, capital L. Oh, it's a bit of contradiction, but that's fine. But I just like the way that things look in lowercase, and I even got it at the top of my LG V20, which is a great little phone. I use it for Audible and as a Spotify DAP. Basically, I uninstalled everything off it. Got it dead cheap though because it was SIM locked and had some password issues. But as a software guy, it took me about 7 minutes to fix it. Like, the person was selling it because they couldn't get into the phone. It's a US import. It's locked to AT&T, which sucks. But it doesn't matter because I'm not putting a SIM card in it. I'm going to use it for phone. Just want to use it as a big screen DAP. It works gloriously. Full access to Play Store, all these things. Went through, fixed the issue. I literally... It arrived in the morning. I unboxed it, went, I know how to fix this. And I fixed it while literally on the toilet. It took me about 10 minutes, it was great. And sent photos of it to the phone, not the situation. Sent pictures of the phone once I'd finished to the person, like, hey, yeah, thanks, it arrived, I fixed it in 10 minutes. This issue we were having was not really an issue. You suck. Get wrecked. I like finding good deals that are just like, just down to people not knowing. And I know that may be harsh, but gotta do what you gotta do. If I didn't buy it, someone else would. That's the way that I've always been looking at these sorts of things. I'm definitely changing my headphones at the end of this cable. Out of curiosity, Graham, do you want sliders on these cables? So I use silver beads. So you can like change the length of the Y split. I mean, I won't do it now. I'll also send you another message when I go to solder everything up. But it'll also be tonight, hopefully. Tonight or tomorrow, maybe. Fun fact, I know this is going to a Y split. No, actually, this one might be an extension cable. I think this one was an extension cable. I'll go through the chat anyway, before I solder everything up. So I was tempted to make, because I do, on my headphones, or some of them, not all of them, now I've started making my own cables. I just make them to whatever length I need them, and if I need an extension, I just go, I'll just make a whole nother cable. Slider sounds good to you? Cool. I'll show you what they look like. After this. They're just round circular beads. They're similar sort of size to my Y split as well. But now I'm gonna put this on here just to stop it from coming undone. Some people like sliders, some people don't. Some people don't even know what they are. It's like, what the hell's that? It's like, it's the slider on the Y-split. It's a Y-split slider. Heard of them referred to as chin cinches before? I don't call them that. That's too fancy. Call it a Y-split slider. It's a slider on the Y-split. Simple. But that's that length done. This is so beautiful. I love every cable that I make. Look at this colour. Look at this colour. Just gonna come on camera, autofocus on the foreground. Just look at it for a good minute. 1 out of 3. There's 3 long cables. I'll see how much blue I've got left to see if I can do the... Oh, there's a 45cm one. I don't think. It's 4 cables plus whatever excess. I'll measure them up properly when I'm done with them. Because I know this one's got at least 5 centimeters of excess on it. Because I have my handy meter marks. A curiosity. That's a curiosity. This is 2.5 meters, give or take. Well, it's more than 2.5 meters. I want to know how much give does it have? Yeah, it's about 5 centimeters over. That's fine. That means I can probably make that one of the pigtail adapters out of this one. Just handy. Yeah, I'm really close on how much blue I've got. Let's do this cable. I said do this cable next. I'm actually going to go and grab some water, so enjoy the music while I'm gone for a minute. Water has been gotten. I'm also changing my headphones because these are way too hot. As much as I love them, they sound amazing. The tonality overall is just enjoyable. A lot of people say that they prefer the 650, 600 over some of the Summit Fi headphones, like LCD4 and that kind of price range. So that's fair enough. I can understand why. I still think the Empyrean are endgame for me. Even if they are ludicrously expensive, and I don't think I'd ever actually buy or afford or justify them. But they're nuts. I also don't like how Grado I like how Grado include a pigtail adapter, but I don't get why they wouldn't do it the other way around. So you go from have the 3.5 on here and adapt up. Whatever. It's just a quibble I have. Grado time. These are SR125s. Which are so much lighter. They're like, if you've never worn a pair of Grados, they are surprisingly comfortable. Mostly down to like, the weight is about 0 in whatever system you're using. Like the cable is the heaviest thing about them, and I don't like the cable on Grados, which is why I'm doing a removable cable mod. We were doing blue. Back to blue. Back to sitting down actually, because this is a pain. Microphone goes down. Let's go. This is I think 1.5 meters, so I think this one's an actual headphone cable. Oh no. I like my Grados, got the 125i. Yeah, they're nice headphones. And like, they are as open as headphones can be. But I don't think there are more open headphones than the Grados. Like, they are the closest you can get to listening to speakers in terms of headphones not existing. They're still a fairly intimate sounding, I think. That may be the wrong word. Certainly nowhere near as intimate as the 600s. Which are like, oh god, that's a concert in my skull. I don't know, I've not spent much time with these at all. I only got them last week and I've spent maybe 2 hours with them at most. It's getting me close. Will I have enough blue? I thought I had more. I also measured it, so... I don't know how clearly the audio is coming through from leaking from the gradios. I don't know if it is, but it might, and it wouldn't surprise me if it is. Why is that? I'll measure up the next length and cry if I don't have enough blue. I feel that's a good thing. They're noisy in terms of leakage. Yeah. Out of curiosity, if I mute Spotify, can you hear the sound? Yeah, could you hear any of the music while that was while I had the desktop muted? A little, but I got ears like a bat. Yeah, but also they leak like hell, so I'm not surprised. Can hear just a little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, I don't have them particularly loud. They're just... There is no seal. At all. Like, not even a little bit. Not even pretending to be one. But, I mean, sometimes that's nice. Like, these would be... not ideal for an office, but it'd be great for home office, I guess. Because, oh god, you could hear anything happen. But the most important thing is hearing door knocks when people come with cable material. I ordered some parts earlier, and they just straight up sent the wrong bit. It's like, oh, for God's sake, it's a pain. I've messaged him. I was like, hey, I don't need it for a few weeks, but like, please fix. This isn't too bad. It's a lot shorter than the other one. I think this one's 1.5 or 1.2 maybe. I can't remember. All I remember is I cut them to the right lengths because I went through the entire list. They're great for persuading people to F off when on public transport. Oh boy, yeah. So back in college when I was like 15, 16? I think I was 16. I can't remember. Back when I was like 16, before I knew the difference between open and closed headphones and all that garbage, I had a pair of gaming headphones that turned out they were open back, which is why they were amazing. But I took them to college and I didn't realize that meant they were so leaky that everyone could hear. And also it made people really concerned because they thought I was listening to something insanely loud. And it was just, 15-year-old loud. Through open back headphones. Whoops. Not the end of the world, just a minor whoops. There's one blue. I'm going to do the other blue one now and see if I need to cry. I think that's a good step. For now, I mostly use my mirror at the moment when I'm going outside. Not that I do much of that either. No! Ah, god damn it. I may have to send the 1.5 meter extension separately, if that's okay. Or I can make it in a slightly different shade of blue. But I'm making some more sleeve orders. I thought I had enough of this. Apparently I didn't. It's about 50 centimeters short. Well, not even that, like 40. But I got enough for the 45 centimeter other thing. So I'll sleeve everything up and it'll be a case of I will make that last extension. Sorry. I knew it was going to be close, didn't realize it's going to be over. Yeah, obviously I'll pay postage and whatever for that because that's my own cock up there. You'll be getting everything else hopefully Tuesday because I'll send it Royal Mail, first class, 1 PM or whatever, 24-hour guaranteed tomorrow. About to have to go outside, fluff demands walkage, but we'll watch this in full when I get back. It'll be up on YouTube, it'll also be up on here still. Beautiful as music. I can't read today. Music is beautiful today, by the way. Thank you. This is an album that was linked to me a few days ago by Alex, who's in the chat somewhere, who has a great taste in music. Cool thing about putting stuff on YouTube is it just automatically tags all the music. It's like, cool. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not doing YouTube for money, so whatever. Take the no ad revenue you'll get. I might put on Caravan Palace did a chill mix. It was just a remix of a whole bunch of their own stuff along with some new content, and they put that on YouTube. Not a problem, but it has to be that blue for everything. Yeah, no, that's fine. It will be. Yeah, I just thought I'd give the option. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what shade of blue this one is, but in the event that I don't, I'll go back to the date that I ordered this length of cable and order every single shade of blue in my basket again. Just get like 2.5 meters of all of that, 3 meters or whatever. That sounds like a good plan. Well, it sounds like a bad plan, but it's a good one. It's the only way I can think of to 100% guarantee that I'll get it correct. But I'm about 80% certain I've ordered more of this specific shade of blue that should be here next week. It's with UPS at the moment, so hopefully it'll be here on Monday. If not, I'm going to cry. Hope you don't have to go to that trouble. Yeah, it's not really trouble for me. It's really easy to do, it's not expensive. Like, whatever, it's good to have more colour kicking around for samples and making cables for myself. So it really doesn't bother me. I will do everything in my power to make cables right. Even if it means doing stupid things. Once I've got a proper database set up, I won't ever have this issue again. The issue is, I don't. I just haven't had the time to do it. So I'll be logging all the proper tones and everything in a real database at some point. So I've designed everything, designed all the tables. It's all properly normalized. For God's sake, this is being a pain. Go through the sheath. Ah. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. It just doesn't like it. The other solution is it's going from the other end. That might work. Sometimes it just works. Other times it doesn't. But hey. Not like it takes more than a few minutes to get back to the same point that I was. We are 1 hour and 15 minutes into this stream. And we're about not even a third of the way there. Cool. That'll be fine. I love this album so much. There's a few other similar artists that I follow on Bandcamp, on my personal one, that I'll probably link at some point. I've been thinking about putting up a bunch of posts on Facebook, just like regular, like weekly, bi-weekly event type things. Like, hey, it's Wednesday, what are you listening to? Or, you know, on Thursdays, ask about what gear people are using today. Would that be something that'd be cool or not? Would it be too spammy? I don't know. So I try to keep like all of my weird stuff to Facebook, and Instagram I try and keep with purely just cable and other relevant photos, and if they're not relevant enough I'll just post them directly to Facebook. This is done. Can I mod a Grado SR18 into having a cable that isn't removable? Absolutely. Working on designs to do exactly that. Where's that? Yeah, there's the right tab. Silver, white, black. Silver with diamonds. Whatever they called it. It's a really cool effect, and I love it. God, it's so beautiful. I know I've definitely got enough of this because I ordered a bunch more. Because I was like, I don't think I've got enough of this. I used some for... I can't remember what it was. I used it for something. Just a cable I thought was cool. No, wait. Heck, I just fell. Heck. I need to check what plugins I can get for OBS, Open Broadcast Software, to see if I can sync it to Spotify, just so it has, you know, it will show you song stuff. Like, I know a cheap way of doing it, but hey, it would be cool to have the proper, like, you know, a proper way of doing things. So I'll keep a sample of the blue back so I can color match it and find out the exact name. I know the names of everything else. Because they've only got, I think, one shade of burgundy type thing. I think it's called wine red, maybe. And obviously silver with black diamonds is pretty obvious what it is. But there's too many shades of like some basic colors, like reds and blues. There are so many. So I'm gonna try and keep better organization of that for people that want to reorder matching cables in the future. But I do keep sample braids of most cables that I make, just so I can, for exactly that reason, I can color match by eye if needs be. But yeah, I'll definitely work something out. Is it beer time yet? Is it time to crack the Elvis juice? Oh, it's raining again. Oh. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna mute everything for a second. Can you hear the rain? It's beautiful. My office is facing a window, but for reasons that involve... there's a lot of stuff in this room. I put up privacy shielding matte frosted window sticker thingy on like the bottom two-thirds of my window. Just so people that are walking past can't immediately see that there's a lot of things in here. But it means I can still look up and look out at the sky and see clouds and birds and the rain. And it's really, really nice. It's nice weather to be sitting inside, listening to music and making cables. The perfect weather. I wonder how big this file is going to be. 1440p video for like 2 hours or whatever. I don't know how long this is. It's recording 1 hour, 20 minutes. Okay, so I was idling before that for a little bit longer than I thought. Not too bad. Ah, bugger, I forgot to change it. I just realised I'm still recording in MP4 format, which is bad, because MKV exists. And if you got MKV, you shouldn't use MP4, because MKV is better. It's just a container. You use the same data inside it, but the way that Matrovska, whatever, MKV. Those wire cutters better be sharp. They are not. They are. It's one of the tools that I just have that I bought a while ago because I didn't have much money. And I just needed something to do the job. And I'll get something better at some point, but they work for now. I've been slowly accumulating new tools for the business. Got a new soldering iron. It's not the best soldering iron, but it's a significant upgrade from what I was using to start with. I've got a whole bunch of wire preparation type tools. I'm still using manual wire strippers for like just cutting the last 1/4 inch off. Not like 1/4 inch, just for stripping to get to raw copper. But yeah, getting there slowly. Whoops. I've never heard of that brand. Exolite? Oh, I've seen that style of stuff before. Yeah, they're not that expensive either. You can get them for like £12 or so. The Hacker/CH small cutters are like $6 and work great. The issue with that is they're not going to be $6 in England. They're going to be like £12, which is like $17, which isn't a huge sum, but it's enough to go, oh god, that's annoying. Hey, it's still going. Yeah, it's still going. I did say this was a long stream. I got like 6 meters of stuff to do. Well, 4.5 now that I messed up. So I'll still sleeve those on stream. Just want to be able to do the last bit. It'll be as close to ready as I can make it. If anyone, this album is almost at an end. If anyone has any music suggestions, please let me know. And I'll add it to the queue. Otherwise, I'll just let Spotify play whatever, because it's AI who's gotten a lot better in the last few years at going, ah, that's interesting. found a lot of new artists through just Spotify Radio, which is probably my favourite feature of Spotify, and why I still use it, even in favour of Tidal. Not because I don't like high quality, I prefer the quality of Tidal, but Tidal's like suggested stuff is trash compared to Spotify, in my experience at least. You may feel differently, and that's okay. But yeah, Carsten, tell Tom it's still going. Get Tom in here. Just drop a link in the admin chat. Facebook.com/NLovellAudio/live. Where I always go live. Because Facebook Live is easy. I did make a Twitch account though. Not that I think this content is suited for Twitch. I think this is much more... This is far too niche for Twitch. Far too niche. I did. Oh. Want something upbeat? Young Baby's 5 is fantastic for productivity. Let's add to queue. Let's go. I've got a horrible habit of just hitting play on things. I should really add to queue and like fully appreciate the art. I've never listened to Young Babe before, so I have no idea what it's gonna be like. But I see there's a track called We Came to Boogie, so that sounds fun. Come for the ramble, stay for the music, or don't stay. I don't know. I can't control you. It's been like an hour and a half since I last plugged anything, so here's my social medias again. Follow me on Instagram if you want daily cable photos. If you're on here, you're probably already following me on Facebook. If you're on Reddit, I'm on there. And I've got YouTube and stuff. It's fine, cool. I won't plug that again until the end of the video. Oh, and for anyone on YouTube, if you've made it this far, what the hell are you doing? But thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Share with your friends.
30 minutes. You'll hear these rare gems plus other super souvenirs.
Regardless of where you're watching this from, share with your friends would be much appreciated. Share with your enemies if you want. It'd be fun.
So stay tuned for
Oh no, this is a lot louder. Well, there we go. I'm so tired. Isn't Twitch primarily for girls exposing themselves? I wouldn't say that's its primary focus. That is for OnlyFans, which I do have. onlyfans.com/NLovellAudio. Go check it out. There's nothing on there yet. It's not set up to take payments. It's just a free thing. I've been summoned. Now when does Africa by Toto start? It already started. You're the one that suggested it earlier. But fine, I'll put it on again after the end of the after the end of this track. Add to queue. There you go. There we go. That's all 4. Cool. Time for braiding. And add it to the pile of braids. I even pre-cut all of my heat shrink earlier, because I thought that'd be a good idea. I must say, this is better than listening to the radio while I cook. Well, radio is boring. I don't listen to the radio either. Mostly because they keep interrupting it with news. And the news is awful. Especially at the moment. It's never been great. I've never liked the radio, or the news, or anything. I just don't like things. I like cables. Buy my cables. It's just good fun. Streams are good fun, actually. It's one of those things that this is probably the dumbest thing that I've done in a long time. But hey, it's working. People are interacting with it fairly regularly. I'm still working things out. like working out the kinks. But news are always fake. Yeah. For legal reasons, I'm not allowed to comment. Give us some NLovell news like on a radio. The only news thing that I can think of is just Bill Bailey sketch. I don't know what the news is. Nothing interesting has happened. There's nothing to report. It's all terrible still. Like, what are you expecting? Hello, welcome back to BBC Radio Cables. But no, that's dumb. I'm not Nick Grimshaw or... I don't know anything about radio DJs either. I know a couple names. I know that Paul McGowan from PS Audio was a radio DJ for a fair few years. And that's what he did. Like, he built a radio stuff hardware for a college radio that got shut down because it was slightly very illegal, massively overpowered. And it was just a pirate radio station that was technically unlicensed. Hilarious. Also, if you none of you check out with the words, if you like audio stuff and explanations and rambles and all sorts of weird question topics, PS Audio have a YouTube channel where the CEO Paul McGowan and a couple other people answer questions and talk about audio stuff, and it's a really interesting channel. And highly recommended. They're super transparent, and I absolutely mad respect for Paul McGowan. He sounds like such a lad. Yeah, oh boy. So, in his audiobook, his book, 99% True, he talks about his time on foreign soil under military command. I don't know how the American military works, so I don't know the language for it. But obviously you have to have your hair cut short to be, respected or whatever. And he was in the Netherlands, I think he was in the Netherlands. He was stationed in the Netherlands. Paul McGowan has answered nearly every audio question on Earth. Yeah, Paul McGowan is just a god tier man. But he was stationed, and apparently all the locals knew that all the local soldiers, all the soldiers that were stationed from America, had clean-shaven heads, and they were pretty much like shunned from all the best parties and stuff. But Paul McGowan, and so some of the American soldiers would go, okay, well, we'll just get wigs. We'll get wigs, pretend to have long hair, they'll let us in. Wigs were not very convincing, and most of them weren't let in. So what Paul did was the reverse. He grew out his hair, and then got a short hair wig to wear in front of army officers. And eventually he was caught and got sent off because he was near the end of his service. And I was like, nope, cool, you broke whatever commanding officers command American mumbo jumbo. You're going to X place to serve 6 more months in the military. Dude's had a wild life. I mean, aside from the whole apocalypse thing, everything's been fairly uneventful for me. Which is, nice in some ways. Boring, but nice. But if you like audio stuff, yes, check out his YouTube channel. Check out his audiobook. Or his paper book, if you don't like people reading to you. Paul sounds like such a Chad. Paul is Giga Chad. Like, God, like, that man is a legend and a half. Rebel against the Jarheads. Good. I'd have just shaved the heads of all the locals. I mean, they probably would have skinned you, to be fair. They are from mainland Europe. For legal reasons, I didn't make that joke. On a related note, Brexit is going terribly. Like, God, no one knows what's going on. And like, it's all... I'm expecting to have to fill out CN22 forms for sending to Europe, which is going to be a pain. they're a pain to fill out. They're just the customs export forms. It's, yeah. Just more paperwork to go with all the cables. How's the degree coming along? Terribly. Next question. Being in lockdown sucks, and it's really not that conducive to making progress in any meaningful way. But hey, it means that I'm making some progress in things that aren't my degree. But that's fine. As a mainland European, what even is Brexit at this point? Yeah, I don't think anyone knows. Oh, I'm not in shot. I'm sorry. I mean, not that it's going to be any different to anything else. It's just fingers doing finger things while I ramble about things that don't matter. Or things that do matter. I don't know. Does Brexit matter? Will it make any meaningful impact on our lives in the next 7 months? Paul McGowan should pull a Guttenberg and have a long, glorious mane. Yeah, Steve Guttenberg is an interesting character. Did you see the Mrs. Audiophiliac podcasty session that he did? And it was like explaining how she makes all of his shirts. I was like, oh, that's amazing. I do like his videos. Not to the same extent that I love Paul's. Sorry, Steve. I'm also quite a fan of John Darko. He approaches things in a pretty good way compared to a lot of people. I think Paul McGowan, John Darko, and torn between Josh Villor and DMS are like my top 3 audio channels. Like for meaningful content. Hexbase is good if you want to get into speaker design. They do a lot of interesting things with subs and talking about reflex designs and how X order subs work and how to implement them. Super interesting field of study. Study may be the wrong word. But super interesting nonetheless. Would highly recommend checking out all of those channels that I just mentioned that I've immediately forgotten that I've mentioned. This is almost at the end. Darko is alright. I enjoy Steve Guttenberg's transparency when it comes to being a subjectivist. Yeah, and that's okay. It's okay to enjoy things. Like that's it. I like Darko's content talking about DACs and streamers and how to set things up, and he's got a lot of good introduction to budget hardware that isn't speakers and headphones. Like, he talks about a lot of topics, and that's kind of why I like him. And the videographer for that channel is also really good, which helps. Whereas Steve's videos just look like a hoarder got hold of a video camera, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing. His content's great. It just could do with tidying up, I guess. That may have sounded overly harsh. I didn't mean it in any bad way. It was just it's a very lived-in home. Cool. There's cable 2 of 5, whatever it is. Horse who just got hold of a camera. You just described Lindy Beige? Yeah. Steve interviewed Darko's video person. It was actually pretty fun. I didn't realise that. Steve's done a lot of interviews. So has Paul. Paul McGowan's done a lot of interviews. Ugh. Right. No, yeah, but do I do this one? I'll sleeve that one last, I think. Gotta do this bit. Go to this one. Or just a short. It's a 45cm. Like, it's an adapter to go from 2.5mm to dual XLR3. Wheel time. 1 hour 40. Yeah, this stream actually isn't as long as I thought it would be. I'm also really bad at grabbing that. But that should be enough to do the last little cable though, so I can definitely do those adaptery pigtail-y things. Cool. So tired. Like, almost falling asleep tired. Chug an energy drink, problem solved. I'll be interested to see how long this video takes to upload to YouTube. Because it's, yikes, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't corrupt. That's the issue with MP4. MP4, if it fails to record, it basically goes, and bricks itself. Whereas MKV, I started mentioning this topic earlier and I actually got off track. Whereas MKV can be, it has all the header information in the header of the file. So it doesn't need anything to be written after the file, is finished processing. Just drop the damn cable, I'm gonna cry. That's fine, I'll do the other ones now. I didn't want to do that bit anyway. Oh, it's there. I'm an idiot. I like this. It's good music that I don't usually listen to. Weird facts and cable braiding. What's not to love? There's nothing. This is an amazing stream and it's an amazing time. Thank you all for joining me. I always like doing these because I like talking. I like talking about things that I like. And I definitely like a wide variety of things. But the things that I like, I know way too much about. Like Bionicle. And audio. The two things that I got slightly obsessive over. Slightly being an optimal way of putting it. Future funk is a hell of a drug, Carsten. Hell yeah. I might put on some correspondence actually after this. I don't know if that's a band that you people would have heard of. I can't remember if it's one that I put on before. What's the cool thing about small cables is you can see like the braid just going on. I'm gonna put on the correspondence after. Whoops, that was the wrong button. I'll put on Puppet Loosely Strong, which is a 2014 album they put out. It's a really good album. I need to deal with all of the messages. Don't do drugs, kids, unless it's this. Don't do kids' drugs either. That's like Calpol and stuff. Also, I just got reminded of the Bionix movies. There are 4 of them and they're all art. Nearly every Young Bay album is fantastic. Yeah, I'd never listened to him before. I knew he existed and that's about it. But I am digging this. Grado, I think, is probably not the best headphones to enjoy these to their potential. But I feel that, I feel that this album would be spicy as all heck on the fuzzies. The old TH600s, which are going to be transformed into something a little bit different or something, eventually. Yeah, I've got some cool... on the topic of grader, I got some wooden ear cups coming to replace the ones on my SR80s, which I don't have the SR80s yet, but they're coming. Picked up a pair for 30 quid. Getting a wood set of ear cups, then I'm making a detachable cable mod that should be fairly easy to install for the user and look, decent as a final product. It will require some soldering knowledge and a couple of holes being drilled. So not hugely destructive, but definitely not for the beginners. But obviously if people have headphones, I'm happy to do the work for a small fee, moneybags.jpg. Also, Spyro, amazing game. But I've got a few different mods planned for Fostex and Denon headphones as well. Making a more modular cable mod, removable cable mod. It's like slightly less destructive than cutting the baffle open. Because I didn't want to do that again. But also I don't want to use I'll probably use 2.5mm jacks. It's not ideal, but it should be decent enough. Yeah. God's sake. I need to play the Spyro remake with my nieces. An amazing game. Yeah, the remake's beautiful. I bought an entire PS4 just to play it. No regrets. I also use the PS4 daily for, PS4 things like using the internet and YouTube. I use it for everything. It's a dedicated media player for me. It's not actually used as a games console. I use my computer for that. I don't actually play games anymore, pretty much. I just make games. I am become audio. They get their ashes turned into like jewellery and stuff. Could I get my ashes turned into stabilised wood and have that turned into a pair of headphones? I would like that. I'm absolutely gonna have to do that. Or get someone else to do it. I'll be dead, obviously. Yeah, probably. Unless Google's Project 2045 goes through. Not Google, it's Dmitry Itskov. Name probably butchered. Dmitry Itskov. I am become audio destroyer of wallets. Exactly. Dmitry Itskov, though, is spearheading the 2045 project, which is basically take the human brain and make it less human. Like, hey, do you want to become a sim in the simulation? Cool, 2045 is for you. Super interesting to look into, and they're planning on doing it in phases. So A, B, C, D, or with different levels of technology. The first one is basically, hey, do you want bionic enhancements? Cool, we can do that. I was like, okay, cool. So now I've got a leg that is a robot, but it actually works like a human leg. Amazing. And the next step would be me standing up. The step after that is going, oh, hey, so remember how cool the human cyborg thing was? Well, imagine if you could do that with an entire human. So basically, stage B is, oh, cool, we're bionicles now. That was stage 2 even. Stage 3 is uploading us to the uploading our consciousness to the internet, and stage 4 is making holographic interaction network or some bullshit. It's phenomenal, and I love the sound of it. It's terrifying, but I love it. I would not become a part of it. It's horrifying to look into, but super interesting. Can he turn me into the Dovahkiin? If you get uploaded to the to whatever network it is in stage 4, yeah, you could become Dovahkiin. Just a digital Dovahkiin. When Black Mirror hell. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the sort of Black Mirror thing, but it's actually a mad scientist trying to do it in real life. I think it's 2045.com. Just go to that website. Either 2045.com or 2045.org. Can't remember which. It's been literal years since I started looking into it. So I may be horribly out of date by now. Like, I was looking into this when I was like 14. It's a legit thing though. So, The Matrix. Yes! Yeah, it's The Matrix. Someone's trying to make The Matrix real. Except, you don't have human bodies, you don't have flesh. Just take that sentence out of context. You don't have flesh, 2020. Cool. That's that one done. Another pretty cable. These are coming together nicely. In the pile. It's so beautiful. Just gonna just fill the vision. Anyway. Sleeve up the last bits and then I'll call this stream done. I think my microphone. It was not meant to be, so yeah, that's fine, whatever. So let's do this one. This isn't taking as long as I thought. It's 2 hours. I thought it was going to be 4. So that's not too bad. Cable looks like coral. Yeah, it's beautiful. Just Walking Dead flashbacks whenever the word coral is mentioned. No, I used to watch The Walking Dead actually, that's a lie. But I haven't in years, don't care about it. I heard it went horribly wrong. Stupid internet memes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, Emily. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. What did you think of Canonize? I don't know what there's like 2 more tracks left in this album, including this one. I like it. What did you think about Canonize in comparison to Future Soon? No, fuck. The near future. The near future. Mine's a bit mush right now. Yeah, same. It's a mood. Does Good Guy say trans rights? Good Guy absolutely says trans rights. Good Guy also says Black Lives Matter. TNF told more of a story, which is the point of it. I don't really have words to compare them. Yeah, that's fair. TNF was an amazing album, though. Like, the fact that it was a story was... beautiful album. Oh, shit. Sorry to hear. Once this is over, I'm going to go and make dinner and finish up Cables for Lee. Bob, rather. I'm going to finish Cables for Bob. Do the thing. Come on, get through the sleeve. Don't snag. Hi, Eugene. I did see your email reply, by the way. Glad you like the red match. Come on, get through the sleeve. I got to see Bill when he passed through Colorado Spring a few weeks ago. Yeah, did you hear about Bill Procopo's? I'll be Lee Bob if it helps get him done. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, have you seen that Bill Procopo's got some songs in a Netflix film? I'm gonna watch it purely for Bill. And I'm going to tweet at Netflix and say, hey, I watched this because of this one artist that was in this thing. Give Tom a cuddle when you're done. No, Tom does not deserve my love. My love is for good boys. Yeah, I'm super excited for Bill. Not Bill. Will. No, Bill. Heck. Pseudonyms. Well post, Bill Procopo. I think it's Procopo. I could be wrong. I usually am. Don't have a stroke. They're not fun. Words are really hard. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. You have a unique way of communicating colours. I just do what I think is the best way to demonstrate something. And I felt that getting an image of the headphones and overlaying the colour next to the red was the easiest way to show how close it was. Obviously that was a photo, both of those are stock photos. I don't have either of them to hand. So it's just the first photo of the Eons I found that looked realistic. We need a pure Martin monochrome stream. I'm totally unbiased in suggesting this. There will be. There will be when I make yours. Well, one of yours. The other one's already been made, sort of. The LCD cable that I'm throwing you for free has already been made. Oh, for God's sake, it's doing the thing. I'm hoping that this will fix it. It is how you pronounce it. Cool. It's a... I've never seen the surname before or since. He's the only person I know with that surname. Well, this is Fubar. Go from the other end. See if that fixes it. It might not. I always thought it was Pro Kapow until the comic sound effect. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was Pro Kapow. Not like... That's how I thought it was until I heard, I think it was a video of the group together? Oh, it might have been Dragon Fight, the DVD. I think it was on that they said Bill Procopo. I think that's where I heard it at least. Either that or one of the live streams of the group. Or maybe the release video they did for Canonize. Beautiful album. For context, I'm talking about a band called I Fight Dragons, which are a Nintendo power punk / Nintendo rock band based in Chicago, Illinois, and they're highly, highly recommended. They are one of my favorite bands of all time. Go check them out. They'll be the artist of the day at some point, sooner or later. But today it's Isaac Muir from... I don't know where he's based, I'm so sorry. Please love me, Isaac. But Meerkat in the band... meerkatinthehat.bandcamp.com links there. Links also in the description and comments. That band is 2 hours away from me. Yeah, I know. It makes me mad. Because they are my favourite. They are the best. They are the best band. I used to live a 6.5 hour bus ride away that cost $1 each way. What? How? It's only like 2.5 hours to get across my entire country, and that will cost about £250 from here. Yeah, 2.5 hours is a stretch. It's like, depends which way you go. Now an 18 to 20 hour drive. Ouch. But trains are expensive in the UK. I'm assuming the megabus thing that you're talking about as $1 was just like a flat rate. You get on it, it's got a load of stops, and it doesn't matter which one you get off at. Or is it like a day pass type thing? I don't know. I'm just... Oh, for God's sake, it's doing that thing again. I'll eventually figure out what causes it and how to stop it. Took a train from London to Cornwall. Yeah, from London to anywhere is fairly cheap, but from where I am to anywhere else is not. To get from where I am to London is like at least 60 quid, and that's closer than Cornwall. But to get from here to the other side of the country, northwise, is it's about 5 hours and 270 odd quid. Not good. You've all got good prices on things. I'm tempted to just call it quits because I'm not going to finish. I don't have the parts to braid this last cable today, so I might just finish that last bit off stream. I feel that's reasonable. That's why I just dropped them on the floor, calling it quits. I made some good progress there on this set. I'm going to go and solder them up later and do a bit more on a chunky RCA set. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. It's been nice to ramble at you all. These are the cables that were made. I think it's a 2.5, or that's a... There's a 1.5 meter cable, a 50 centimeter cable, and a 2.5 meter cable, all in this same pattern. I do more than just cables, by the way. I make and modify headphones. Make modifications and modify headphones, all that kind of jazz. Feel free to ask me in my comments, messages, whatever, anything. Get hold of me if you need anything. Here's all my social contacts for the last time. If I try and stream 2 or 3 times a week, I don't post, I post regularly on Facebook and Instagram. The rest are kind of hit and miss. I put my streams on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.